Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with Dr. Shayma Sharqawi, member of Global Union of Environment and Climate Protection. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, Dr. Sharqawi, how important is the African Climate Conference Week in pushing forward the climate action in Africa?
Yes, this week people from all over Africa are coming together virtually to take the pulse of climate action, explore possibilities of action, and offer ambitious solutions. They will highlight everything that can be done in the region to slow the rise in temperatures and adapt to the climatic sequences already underway. With global climate talks approaching at the 27th conference of the Paris to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change COP27 in Egypt, attention and action are more important than ever.
Yes, Dr. Sharqawi, what are the main repercussions of climate change and their impacts on the whole world?
Yes, the global impacts of climate change are wide-ranging and unprecedented in the scale, from changing weather patterns that threaten food production to rising sea levels that increase the risk of catastrophic floods. Adapting to these effects will be more difficult and costly in the future if drastic action is not taken now.
Yes. So, Dr. Shayma, how could the ACW be a preparatory step for the upcoming COP27?
Yes, the whole world is now aware of the severe climate threat that threatens the planet, including the life of living organisms, and is waiting the huge events that discuss climate issues, perhaps coming out with the result that reduce the impact of pollutants or limit their use. Therefore, Africa Climate Week is a prelude to the biggest event, which is COP27, and the place is in Egypt. And all countries aspire to reach agreements and activities that protect everyone.
Yes. So, Doctor, how did the Glasgow Climate Pact agreed at COP26 recognizes regional climate action?
Yes, the outcome of the COP26 Glasgow climate character is the fruit of intense negotiations over 2 weeks, taking formal and informal work over several months and continuous engagement in person and virtually for nearly 2 years. The most important items agreed upon were the following: recognizing the state of emergency, speed up work, stay away from fossil fuels, achieving climate finance, intensification of support of adaptation, completing the Paris rules, and focus on loss and damage.
Yes, yes. So, how important is facing climate change to achieve sustainable development in all fields?
Yes, Africa has contributed little to climate change and generated only a fraction of global emissions. But it may be the most sensitive region in the world due to the high levels of poverty. Without sufficient funds, goods, and services, it will become increasingly difficult for the poor to adapt to climate changes affecting food supplies and livelihoods, where the solution must come from the countries that emit the most carbon dioxide in order to preserve the current resources, which ensures a good life for us now and for our children later, and not to waste resources, as well as not to leave debt that hinders sustainable development movements in the world.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Also, thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Shaima Sharqawi, member of the Global Union Environment and Climate Protection. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and I'm going to be back with you.